Well, look at what I went ahead and started, y'all. Look at what I went ahead and started. So, if you haven't noticed, or if you live under a rock, or if you somehow gave up politics over the weekend, I was the villain of the day for everybody right of center. So we had the Daily Mail wrote an article coming after me. The New York Post wrote an article coming after me. I'm sure there were others that I missed. Every right-wing influencer under the sun, Republican politicians came after your boy. Why? Because some might say I memed a little too close to the sun. Now, I happen to disagree with that. I think I'm in the exact right place relative to the sun. But some might say, I don't know, man. I think you're kind of asking for it. Well, we're gonna go ahead and determine that right now. So, first of all, before I get into the specifics here as to why I was public enemy number one over the weekend, and still probably am public enemy number one to everybody right of center, let me go ahead and show you what everybody was talking about on social media over the weekend. So, I'm sure you all saw this, but there was some event where J.D. Vance basically filled in at this TPUSA event. It was at Ole Miss, and there were some curious pictures that came out of that event in terms of how close J.D. Vance is with Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn this over. This short little TikTok video will explain for us exactly what happened and why so many people are talking about this issue. Take a look at this.
Holy shit, they are trying to replace Usha Vance with Erica Kirk. Because Erica Kirk and J.D. Vance is their Christian nationalist wet dream. And you won't convince me otherwise. What is this? What is this body language? When did we start putting our hands up in the hair of our friends when we hug? Yeah, no, you don't. This is weird. Oh, and then there's this one. J.D., why are your hands so low? There's no reason for them to be on her hips, but there they are. But if that's not enough, here is her introducing him at Turning Point.
I am tremendously blessed and honored tonight to be able to introduce to you a very, very dear friend and his wife. They are incredible. And I see no one will ever replace my husband. No. But I do see some similarities of my husband in JD and Vice President J.D. Vance. I do.
And if you're not convinced yet that they're trying to replace her with Erica Kirk, this is him when asked by a student about him and his wife's difference in their religious beliefs, and he ends it with this.
Do I hope eventually that she is somehow moved by the same thing that I was moved in by church? Yeah, I honestly do wish that, because I believe in the Christian gospel, and I hope eventually my wife comes to see it the same way.
He wants her to fall in line. He wants her to be a Christian nationalist just like him. And if he can't convince her, he'll find a new one.
So I think that kind of sums it up pretty well. So what happened was, everybody noticed this. Everybody was talking about it. By the way, it wasn't even just liberals and lefties. I saw plenty of right-wingers who were having the same reaction, like, this is a little weird. They're getting a little close. The vibes that are being sent off here are not exactly the, somber, reflective, I just lost somebody very close to me vibes. It's something very different. And so, in step, all of the memes that flooded, again, not only my timeline, but many other people's timelines. So let me share some of those memes with you. Here's one right here. The ultimate tell here is Erica Kirk dressing up like a leather couch. Because we all know how JD feels about couches. I mean, that was a big thing. Even Kamala and Tim Walz acknowledged that in their rallies. That meme made it big time with the whole, JD fucks couches. So that's one of the memes. Here's another one for you. That look when you're sure you'll be deported after the divorce. And it shows Usha Vance. More. Here's one of J.D. Vance and Erica Kirk at the altar getting married. Now, I want to be clear. I never originate my own memes. I don't make my own memes. I see whatever's floating around. If I see one, I like it, and I'll post it, right? I didn't make these things. So many people were talking about this. So many people were making these memes, and I happened to see them, thought a bunch of them were funny, and I posted a bunch of them. So again, here's another one. Let me give you, when you watch your husband get handsy with a single mom in leather pants, but you can make him sleep on the couch because he'll fuck that too. And it shows a picture of Usha Vance not looking very happy, to say the least. Here's another one I posted. She's going through the normal 5 stages of grief: pyrotechnics, merch, podcasting, grifting, and acceptance. See, what they're trying to do is they're trying to pretend it's only the most unhinged, rude, mean people on the left who are saying things like this and having these conversations. Oh, my fucking ass cheeks, okay? You know what I've seen? I've seen people, somebody posted, this is me in a conversation with my MAGA mom, and they shared with that person the meme that got me in trouble, right? And the MAGA mom was laughing and saying, oh my God, that's like too perfect. That's too on the nose. All right, so now the classic meme format, JD Vance holding Usha's hand, looking at Erica Kirk walking by, thinking like, damn, you know, I kind of want her instead. There's this one. This is one of my personal favorites. JD Vance, again, why are you holding her by her hips? Why is she wearing like leather clubbing sexy pants? And why are you grabbing her on her hips, right? Let's not pretend like that's not fucking weird. If you say that's not weird, you're fucking lying. You're just lying. And you're not going to bully us out of our acknowledgement of reality. That's not going to happen. You could try. It ain't going to fucking work. This is weird. Everybody knows it's weird. So this is one of my favorites again, because you see the couch and the funny pillow face. But now let's get to the big boy. Let's get to the big kahuna. Let's get to what all the conversation is about. Boom. Halloween night. I posted this one. By the way, I feel bad for my boy Paulie Tix. You can see at the bottom right here, the name on this meme is @Paulie and he makes a lot of fire fucking memes. But, you know, he was not the star of the show, so to speak, over this meme. I somehow became the star of the show. I almost feel bad. I almost feel like it's stolen valor, because his fucking name is right there. And they should be talking about him. But no, they came after your boy. They came after me. Probably just because the size of my account or whatever, and the fact that I have a left-wing show. But so I posted this one. It says, fake grieving widow grifter costume includes fake teardrops, skin-tight black leather morning pants. And it shows Erica Kirk, crying with running mascara, holding a thing full of money as the money falls all over the place. So look, here's the thing. Let's have this conversation. People are asking questions. I'm asking questions, but a lot of people are asking questions. And what are they asking? They're saying, why is she running her hands through JD Vance's hair? Why is she doing that? That is a very, very intimate thing to do, and I'm not sure I've ever seen that happen with people who are not dating, who are not together. Why does he have his hands on her hips? That's another thing I haven't seen unless you're fucking dating. Why is she wearing leather clubbing sexy pants at what's supposed to be just a run-of-the-mill event, and here she is around JD Vance? Why did she say publicly that JD reminds her of Charlie? Why did JD say publicly that he wants his wife to convert to Christianity, throwing his fucking wife under the bus, throwing his wife directly under the bus? Why was her head also on Jesse Waters' chest? That's another thing that happened, which was very apparent and very clear, and everybody had to pretend like it wasn't bizarre as we were all witnessing it. Why did she rush in to fundraise off of Charlie Kirk's murder? That seems wildly inappropriate to me. Wildly inappropriate in that moment. Why did she post creepy videos on social media of her holding her dead husband's hand with him laying in the casket, getting fucking social media clout off of his demise? Are you kidding me? If I was fucking murdered, do you think Crystal would take a picture holding my dead hand as I'm in the carcass and fucking trying to make a social media clout moment off of it? Are you kidding me? That's fucking grotesque. And we're not going to pretend like it's not. It absolutely positively is. Why were there fucking pyrotechnics at his funeral before she spoke like it was some sort of WWE event? Like it was some sort of fucking celebration? Why did she immediately come out and say, I'm going to take over Charlie's position at TPUSA? Don't you think that the overwhelming majority of people, especially if you're torn up psychologically and mentally, wouldn't you say, you know what, I'm going to step back from the spotlight. I'm going to have some time to mourn. I'm going to have some time to reflect. I'm going to have some time to rethink my life. I'm going to have some time to get my shit together since I just lost my fucking better half. No, she immediately jumped in and said, I'm going to take Charlie's position at TPUSA. Why are there videos that are all over social media, and they are, you can't deny it, of her crying, but it's 100% proven there are no tears? She's got the tissue, she's doing the thing, but then you zoom in, there's no tears. Why is that happening? You could yell at me for acknowledging reality, but I'm fucking acknowledging reality, and everybody knows it. Everybody knows it. Why is she hopping in front of every camera? Why is it that she's putting herself front and center, but then getting mad when people react? See, this is my message to conservatives. You can't have it both ways. You can't make her deeply political. You can't put her front and center. You can't put her at the head of TPUSA You can't put it in front of every fucking camera and microphone in existence and then get mad when we react to it. That's not how it works. Either you're in the game or you're not in the game. Either you're in the game or you're not in the game. So, understand something. This was not just me. This was half the internet. This was even many right-wingers. And so, the fact of the matter is this. Why are they mad? They're mad because I'm right. They're mad because I'm right. They're mad because I hit a nerve. I hit a nerve because they know I'm getting at something real. That's why they're pissed off. They do not like it when a lefty tells the truth and hits a nerve on their side. They do not like it. They do not like it. Now let's get into some of the specifics here. Here's the New York Post article. Left-wing podcaster sparks outrage with meme depicting Erica Kirk as fake grieving widow grifter. And then they used a picture of me at Politicon. Here's the meme right here. Okay, so who hopped in on the fun? It was every right-wing account you could fucking think of. Clutching their fucking pearls, falling on their fainting couch, pretending, oh my God, this is so unacceptable. This is so mean. This is so rude. Have you no decorum? Have you no civility? People like Mike Lee said that. How would the media respond to this post had Charlie Kirk been a Democrat? Mike Lee said. To which I responded, shut your snowflake bitch ass up. Edgy jokes are fine for you, but not for leftists. Based Mike Lee votes for endless wars and stealing healthcare from 17 million people. But I'm the problem. Fuck you. Retire, you cunt. And what did I share with him? His own fucking post from not that long ago. This was in the summer. You had Melissa Hortman, a Democratic politician, get murdered by a MAGA terrorist in Minnesota. And what did this asshole do? He said, Nightmare on Wall Street, and posted the guy who murdered Melissa Hortman. I get to joke about murder. You don't get to make fun of Erica Kirk. I'm done with you. I'm done with your fake outrage. I'm done with your nonsense. Guys, let me explain something to you. This is the world that these motherfuckers wanted. This is the world that these motherfuckers wanted. You guys want, fuck your feelings, bro. We're edgy. We don't give a fuck. We're offensive. We don't give a fuck. I love liberal tears, bro. I'm drinking liberal tears, bro. Well, guess what? Now I'm playing by your fucking rules. Deal with it. You thought that all of us on the left, every liberal and every leftist, was going to, from now until the end of time, gosh golly, when they go low, we go high. And we're going to do that forever. Even if you spit in our face, even if you smack us, even if you fucking hit us with a spiked metal bat, even if you fucking gun us down. No, you fucking assholes. Now we're playing by, okay, no decorum, no decorum. No civility, no civility. You want to go back to a world where it's civility and decorum and everybody holds hands and sings Kumbaya, we're all Americans and all that stuff? Fine, but you fucking start. You want to know why? Because you fucking started it down the bad path. So you want to show us the way back to enlightenment? By all means. I'll fucking follow you. Everybody on the left will follow you there. We never wanted to be in this place where it's a fucking bar fight at 4 a.m., right? We never wanted to be no civility, no decorum. Everybody's a total fucking asshole in politics. But here we are. You started it. So what am I going to do? Lay in a chalk outline of myself and let you guys fucking call us every horrible thing in the world, tell every fucking crazy joke in the world, but we're not allowed to respond? Go fuck yourself, bro. Go fuck yourself. I'm not playing this game, and nobody on the left is ever going to play this game again. So one of the things you see the most of, like the most consistent theme is, this man is evil. This man is demonic. This man wants you dead. Well, first of all, let me just say unequivocally, no, I don't want you guys dead. I don't want you guys dead at all. The fact of the matter is, yes, I fucking hate you. I despise you. I think you're a piece of shit. I want to be nowhere fucking around you, but I also want you to have healthcare. I also want you to have college. I also want you to have trade school. I want you to make a living wage. I want you to have a life full of dignity. I want you to be able to fucking retire and be able to live an okay life. That's what I want. That's the difference between me and you. You actually want us dead. I don't want you dead. I want you to have a good life, but I also want you to shut the fuck up and get away from me because I don't like you, right? I'm honest about that. But I also want you to live a good life. So that's just not true. But to the demonic and evil thing, this is the one that really fucking sends me. Because the same day, the same fucking time, the guy they support is having a roaring 20s Gatsby party with billionaires all around him. At the same time, he's starving 40 million people by freezing the food stamp money. They got nothing to say about that. In fact, they support that. They like that. They support that. They love that Trump is starving 40 million Americans, including 18 million kids. That's not evil to them. That's not demonic to them. A fucking left-wing shit poster making a joke is demonic to them. Fuck right off. Fuck right off. Understand something. Right now, there are 1 million government workers. They've been working for over a month. and a bunch of them are still showing up for work and they're not getting paid. Is that demonic to you? Is that evil to you? That sounds evil to me. What about your president bombing innocent people, completely illegally, by the way, off the coast of Venezuela in the Caribbean, threatening now war with Colombia, threatening war with Mexico, adding that on top of the illegal bombings of Iran and Yemen and Somalia? What about that? Is that evil to you? Is that demonic? That's evil and demonic to me. A fucking shitposting joke is not evil and demonic. That's fucking evil and demonic. How about the fact that your team right now is fighting to make sure healthcare premiums double, triple, and quadruple? That's what this shutdown fight is about. Democrats say we want the ACA subsidies to continue. Republicans say we don't. So literally your position is we're going to keep the government shut unless you allow us to double, triple, and quadruple Americans' healthcare premiums. That's fucking evil. That's fucking demonic. You assholes supporting a genocide in Gaza, armed and funded by us and our tax money. That's fucking evil. That's fucking demonic. Trump literally just pardoned a guy. I'm not kidding about this. It sounds fake. It's totally real. Trump just pardoned a guy, CZ, who was laundering money for Al-Qaeda. Nobody on the right said a fucking thing about it. They didn't say a fucking word. Not a peep. That's evil. That's demonic. And they know that their side is evil. They know their side is demonic. So what do they have to do? Try to muck up fake scandals to go after us, to go after me, the person who's correct, the person who's right. By the way, I don't want to hear another fucking word from these people. You're supporting a war criminal fredophile who was best friends with Jeffrey Epstein. And I'm supposed to care about your fucking moral barometer? Let me explain something to you. Your moral barometer is broken. It's shattered. It's obvious. And then, of course, another point to make is these are the same people coming after your boy, are the same people who posted shit like this. Got my Paul Pelosi Halloween costume ready. And it's fucking making fun of Paul Pelosi being assaulted nearly to fucking death. But they had no problem with that. They were laughing. They were giggling. They were having a good old time. How about this one? They would laugh at George Floyd memes, Rittenhouse memes, Paul Pelosi memes, All Lives Matter shit, driving into protesters. But God forbid you make a joke about Erica Kirk. You are public enemy number one. I just want to remind everybody, the same day they were coming after me, there were, I believe, at least 4 conservative influencers on Halloween who were doing blackface. They were doing blackface. That's fine. That's cool. No problem there whatsoever. But Kyle is public enemy number one. How about the fact, the same day they were coming after me, they made a big stink about a bunch of teachers who were wearing a white shirt that said problem solved and it had bloodstains on it. And they went on this cancel mob where they tried to say they're making fun of, all these teachers are making fun of Charlie Kirk's death collectively and his murder collectively. None of them were doing that. In fact, they wore this shirt the year before as well, before Charlie Kirk was killed. This is a shirt that's been in Halloween stores for fucking ever. The joke is problem solved, but there's blood on the shirt saying like, okay, the problem was they wanted to get rid of a body or murder somebody, and they did, right? Has nothing to do with Charlie. But they pretended and made it about Charlie so they can ruin these teachers' lives. And I'm the fucking evil one? I'm the fucking evil one. I am. And then finally, I actually want to read for you, because I feel like this is very well said. There's this guy by the name of Richard Spencer. Richard Spencer used to be a hardcore white nationalist. He was literally the founder, or one of the founders, of the alt-right in, around 2016 when they came to prominence, 2017. And Richard Spencer is an interesting guy because in many ways, he's sort of de-radicalized since then. He's no longer this hardcore white nationalist. And so he actually tweeted the following. He said this, quote tweeting my edgy meme, and he said this: edgy humor, no doubt, but appropriate. Those self-righteously attacking Kyle for posting memes are doing so because they know it hits the target. Erica is not a private woman asking for space to grieve. She's posting photos of herself and Charlie's corpse on the gram. She's giving speeches with pyrotechnics. She's appearing on podcasts, blessing politicians, wearing skin-tight leather while weeping. In other words, she's made herself a target for criticism and satire. The Kirks are not holy and beyond reproach. Treating them as such is ridiculous. That's exactly right. And the final point I want to make is this. This is the final point I want to make. And this one's actually the most important point in many ways. Donald Trump and Republicans, here's what they've called Democrats over, the past however many years in the Trump era. Here's what they've called Democrats: the enemy within, scum, terrorists, vermin, radical, lunatics, demonic, evil, fascists, Marxists, communists, garbage, the enemy of the people, treasonous, animals, degenerates, Jew haters, and lowlives. Let me repeat this. This is the politics you wanted. You wanted this politics. So now, when we play by the rules that you fucking laid out, you need to sit there and shut the fuck up and fucking take it. Hey y'all, do me a favor and like and subscribe. It helps out big time in the algorithm. Click the bell as well for notifications when videos drop, and watch that video on screen right now. You know you want to.